We have been faced by a monster, and we're going to be very honest and very blunt about the situation. There is no hope. There is no help as to how to solve this problem. And that's why everybody was celebrating when America and Trump started talking about Christian genocide in Nigeria and how they are coming to help the Christians fight the terrorists. But that is not the help. And I don't want to really discourage anybody, but please just pay attention. There's something going on behind the scene. And I'm not talking as one who has intelligent information, or no, I'm just speaking as an observer, one who is spiritually conscious and spiritually awake. And that is where the main battle is. As a Christian, don't be offended by what I'm going to say. But it is very obvious to you and I that God is nowhere to be found. Those who come to attack you in your homes and in your churches know very well that there is nobody to save you. And that's why they come, they execute their evil deeds and go scot-free. We've heard about people complaining about these killer herdsmen and the terrorists and the bandits having protection from the powers that be. We've heard about the infiltration in the military, but all of this is not what I'm here to discuss, because I'm here strictly to talk about the spiritual aspect of what is going on. So they know that God is not coming to save you. God has not saved anybody. That's why they will come to your church and blow everybody up and go scot-free. They'll come to the church and shoot everybody and go scot-free. They'll come to your homes and your villages and kill you in your bed, and they'll go scot-free because they know that nobody will save you, not even the God you serve. I'm sorry to say this. And that was why when America, Trump, the president of America, turned the searchlight towards Nigeria, the Christian population, the Christian family in Nigeria were, happy about the situation. They were appreciative and they were all screaming, hoping for Trump to come and save them from this terror. But I have to say this, and I'm not here to discourage anybody. Your help will not come from an external source. Your help is not going to be physical. Your help will not come from anywhere outside of you. The help you seek for is within you. I'm going to make this clear. The help you seek for as a Christian in Nigeria, it is right inside of you. There is no help coming from any external source. Now, I'm not saying we should not embrace America or to appreciate and hope for them to help destroy the bandits and their arsenals and their camp and everything. They will do that, but the real solution to the problem lies with you. No external source is coming to help you, or no external source will give you the true solution to this predicament. Now, I'm going to hint on something that happened in 2012. I will keep saying it in every video that I make, because that is the true situation of things on ground. That is the true reality we are facing. Something happened in 2012. They called it the timeline convergence theory or the timeline contraction. You see, you may dismiss it as conspiracy theory. Many people do that very easily, but I don't. As a matter of fact, I prefer to listen to the conspiracy theorists than to listen to mainstream media or any other source of information available to the general public. I prefer to listen to them, and then the next thing I do is to scrutinize the world around me, to look around me and see if I can find traces of what is being discussed or whatever point they are trying to bring to limelight. I look around me, I scrutinize the world around me, and once I find any trace, I put my energy and my attention to it to see if it will unveil into that which will eventually prove to be true. And to be very honest with you, from 2012, something shifted. The timeline actually contracted into a single energy that is now trying to establish itself. But this single energy consists of the old and the new being merged into one. So the friction is going on now. The struggle is going on now. The strife is going on now for one to emerge as the new order. In essence, the old order is crumbling and the new order is emerging. An old order of power, absolute power and control, an old order that exudes fear, an old order of war, of separation, of hate, of struggle is going down and a new order is emerging, a new world. This is like a situation where the universe is updating itself. The universe is updating, is healing and recreating itself. The 2012 date was the result of the Mayan calendar of a 5,125 years cycle. And they said it came to an end on the 21st of December 2012. So right now, it is for those who are conscious of the things of the Spirit, for those who are aware, to align with the new world. And this will require a change in the frequency of your energy, the frequency at which you vibrate. Now, let me speak in terms of religion or in plain language where we can really understand what is going on and how it is applied to our world today, how it is connected to the terror that is unleashed on us today in Nigeria, how it is connected to the hardship, how it is connected to the failure in government, to how it is connected to the emergence of the APC. Yes, it is as a result of this, of the struggle for the old order to stay relevant. I'm talking about Nigeria now. The same thing is going on all over the world, across the world. We saw what is going on in Venezuela, but let's focus on Nigeria. We know how if you listen to some of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's talks on the 2015 election, you will see where he mentioned how America imposed itself on us, giving us APC forcefully, intervening in the election of a sovereign country forcefully. They bring back our girls and all of that, forcing APC, and then Buhari came. We know how the economy and the terrain, the Nigerian economic terrain has turned into. And then now we have this current administration. We know how terror increased from 2012 when Goodluck was still there. How attacking terror increased, intensified. And with the coming of Buhari, we all witnessed what transpired. So the old order is doing its final push, is giving its final push to stay relevant and established. And this, it can only achieve through fear. We're going to the real problem now, and that's where we're going to extract the solution from. The real tool with which it is going to establish itself as the old order, is fear, because it is an order that is established out of power, authority, control over the lives of people. So fear is a great instrument. Hardship. Now, what hardship does, it breeds worry and anxiety, anger, and bitter hatred. We witnessed what happened in 2023. The bigotry, the level of bigotry that came with the 2023 elections. The Yorubas, my Yoruba brothers, the level of bigotry that came with 2023 election is something else. All these things are deliberate, because the only place where they will conquer you is in the realm of the mind. It is in the realm of the mind. The terror you see being unleashed today, the only aim, the end point for the bloodshed and the terror is to establish an energetic signature in the atmosphere that carries fear in it. It is fear. Fear is the greatest enemy. Fear is the enemy. So that's energy of fear. They want to establish a low vibrational energy in our environment, and this they do by pouring out fear through brutal killing and terror attacks. That's why they post them freely on social media, so that you will see them. You will see how people are butchered, how people are massacred. This deposits fear directly into the hearts of the people. Then the hardship, the economic policies right from Buhari's time and then Tinubu. We know what we are expecting in 2026. And that brings me to another point. 2026 is a very critical year. And that is why they are going to unleash all of their arsenals in 2026. When I say them, I'm talking about the old order. I'm not pointing anybody. I'm not pointing at anybody. I'm not mentioning names. I'm talking about the old system, the old order, the old structure, which constitutes of control, absolute control. So the solution to the problem is not a physical battle. You cannot even contend with them physically. You can, just by looking around, you will see the level of financial investment in these terror attacks, the sophistication of their strategies, their plans, their arsenals. It is not something you can confront physically. You cannot fight it physically because you do not have the resources, you do not have the manpower, you don't have what it takes to defend yourself physically. Now, I'm not ruling that out completely. I'm not ruling it out, but I'm telling you that the battle is in the mind. The real battle is in the mind. So if, as a Christian, you will understand my message, if as an Igbo man, you know what is going on with the Igbo Muslims now, they are bringing the jihad directly into your homes because you hold a particular position in this country. And that was why you've been held down from the very beginning. You hold a particular position. I'm going to advise my middle Beltan brothers and sisters who are Christians and Christians from other zones, especially the South. It is time to jettison every hate that has been planted in your subconscious mind against the Igbo man. It is time to jettison it because now it is about survival. It is about survival. Now let's get back to the big point. The battle is in the mind. The battle is in the mind. So it is time for Christians to awaken. It is time for you to keep your religion aside and begin to look closely into the spiritual aspect of whatever it is you believe. I'm still going to talk more on this. As a matter of fact, we should focus on these things and possibly create a community where, on an online community, where we gather every morning or every evening to generate energy, pure energy, to, to learn how to stop feeding into the energy that they are pushing out. If you look at what is going on now with regards to the Igbo Muslim agenda being pushed there, you will see a lot of hate and bitterness coming from the side of the Igbos, which is a very wrong move. It's just like in the game of chess. You don't react to whatever anybody is planning. You plan your own, you make your own strategic moves, not as a reaction to what that person is doing, but you on your own initiating and setting the pace, determining the frequency of vibration of the space, not reacting to to whatever they are pushing out there. When you react from the place of emotion, you react from the place of from the point of habit, a habitual kind of reaction where it will you are literally reacting. It will constitute anger, bitterness, worry, anxiety, hatred, fear. And that's what they are feeding off. That's what they try to extract from you. Those who do these things online may not know. They may be sponsored to do so, do this, push out so information, push out so information, bait them. And then you are pouring out your energy. You're making yourself vulnerable and releasing very toxic energy, generating and pouring out very toxic energy, which simply implies that you are being held down at the frequency where the vibrational energy is low, which is where they are, which is where the old structure is. The old structure is based on low vibrational energy of fear, worry, anxiety, lack, hatred, bitterness, and all of that. But the new world is one of connectedness, one of oneness with the whole, one of abundance, of love, of joy, gratitude, of abundance. That's the new world. And it is imagined. Those who are awakening spiritually will understand these things better. So the Igbo people, you hold a strategic position. And the Christians in Nigeria, it is time. You are at a crossroad. And being in a crossroad, you must make a decision. You must understand what is at stake and you must understand what to do. I'm going to leave you with this point. This battle is not physical. You do not have what it takes. And even if you have what it takes, that's not where you belong. You should be aligning with the new world. It is a spiritual thing. It is a thing of the mind and of the spirit. It is not a physical. For the old world, it is physical. For the new world, it is spiritual. So you need to awaken to consciousness. You need to awaken to the things of the spirit and establish yourself in the new world. That's where the true victory is. Change the signature. Change the energy of the environment. Change the energetic signature. Stop feeding into what they are dishing out there and begin to generate your own energy of love, of joy, and abundance. We're going to explain more on this. Christians, these things are what the Christ has already made clear. But Christianity are trapped. Christians are trapped in the religion that was created out of the teachings of the Christ. Now, the message was not digested, and the messenger is being upheld and worshipped instead of understanding the message. This is the time to do this. 2026 is a very important year, and you have a very short period of time to achieve this goal and win this battle. 2026 is very critical. Follow me, tap the follow button, like, subscribe, and share for more. Thank you. Stay blessed.